Okay, just a quick video on the new Jeep that IMEX sent me, and now this is a 1/10 scale, and the Jeep, it's not bad, but there are some issues. There's a couple things I'm having some issues with that I'm going to have to correct. It comes with this controller, which is slightly different now. It's got this, and the batteries poke in from the end like that, two of them. That's a little different from what we've seen so far. And also the on-off is a push button. On, off, on. The switch on the Jeep's in the usual place. Now here's my first issue. Okay, whoever decided to put red LEDs underneath the headlights needs a good swift kick. I think we all know that there's not a vehicle in the world that has got red marker lights underneath the headlights. Those are supposed to be amber colored. And in the back, let me show you what's in the back. In the back, they've got two red lights and two white lights, which is also, to me, pretty silly. And if you look there, you can see that there's the red lights are on the outside, and they got white lights inboard of that. And that, again, is, I think, really ridiculous. But the good news is that they've come out with a new board for these, for all these trucks, all the 1/10 and 1/16 and 1/12 scale trucks. It's a new board. You have to get a new controller with it, but it's got provisions for steering servo, and it's got sound, and it's got marker lights and turn signals, headlights and tail lights, and the board is all set up, ready to go with the controller. And you can have two trucks on one transmitter, possibly more, but as far as I know, right now it's just two. But you can switch back and forth from truck to truck. I don't know if that'll work like model matching or what. But my plan here is I'm going to do a lot to this. I'm ordering the canvas top, which is only like $7. I'll put that on there. Then I'm going to put the new board in it, and the new board says it can run on a 2-cell LiPo. So I think that'll take care of the other issue I'm having, and that is that this thing is seriously underpowered. It is by no means a rock crawler of any kind. And when I put the new board in it, the plan is go ahead and install the new board, swap the red lights for proper amber, swap the white lights for proper amber, put in some kind of switch so I turn the lights on and off. I think you can do that from the transmitter on the new board. If that's the case, I won't have to worry about it. Otherwise, I'll have some kind of switch for lights on and off. Obviously, it's going to get quite detailed. I'm thinking about getting some more of these tires. I'm going to pull these off and put them on the M35 and see how they look on there. If they look good, I'll get those. I'm not going to go crazy on too many metal upgrades on this Jeep. I'm just going to put in the new board with the sound and the lighting controls, and then I'm going to paint it. And that's another thing. I try not to be like prejudiced or anything like that, but I'm wondering when the Chinese are going to wake up and hire somebody that actually knows how to speak English when they're making these things, man. When have you ever seen any kind of military vehicle that says war on it? I never have. And it's just the little things like that, like in their instructions where they want you to add the smoke fluid on a tank, and it says the whole of adding, I got one friend that refers to it as Chinglish, kind of a combination between Chinese and English. But I would think that they would enlist a little help, Then you wouldn't end up with stuff like red lights underneath your headlights. That's almost as good as the wheels on the little mystery tank. So anyway, there's the tank, and then along with this, they also sent me an accessory kit that I'm going to go ahead and paint it and detail it, and this is it right here. It's got like 3 jerry cans, there's a jack in there, there's 2 or 3 different shovels, there's an axe, there's a rack that you can mount on the side of the vehicle to hold a jerry can, there's a couple racks in there for holding tools, there's a step ladder, but this step ladder is like way too narrow. It should be probably twice that wide, so I'm not sure how that's going to work for scale. But I'll paint these and make them look decent, and that'll be a separate video. So anyway, there she is, the JJRC Jeep, or is that, no, I can't remember if it's WPL or JJRC, but anyway, comes from IMEX. It's not very expensive. They're down in Florida. They've got a whole line of trucks now and a whole line of upgrade parts, including the new sound module boards for these. They've got that. You can get the stock replacement boards. You can get extra batteries, and then in the parts section, they've got just about every metal upgrade part you could want. They've got the 2-speed gearboxes. They got all this stuff in stock. They're right here in the United States. Free shipping on orders over $75. So that's where to get them. And I'll do some magic to it. This is going to have to wait until after all 3 of the 1/6 scale Kubelwagens. So I probably won't come back to this until summertime. But until then, or until the next project, we'll see you next time.